Such a great job on MC. He's awesome. Hang on a second, I'm sending out a tweet. Just kidding. I have my speech on here. So, when Paula asked me to speak on her behalf, I said yes immediately. Okay, she is very special. She's done a lot for me in my career and my personal life, and I know for so many special people here tonight as well. So I've written a little something for her, and since she's such an amazing reading teacher, I've written it in Dr. Seuss style. Because I thought it was appropriate to celebrate phonemic awareness, all right? All right, here you go. What would my friend Paula do? A long time ago, in a school not far from here, I sat feverishly planning for the brand new school year. When she knocked at the door, I called out, "Yes?" She was not the cat in the hat, but a brunette nonetheless. "Hello," she said, "you must be James." I said, "Welcome to Jefferson, and what is your name?" "I'm Paula, I teach reading. May I count your books for a bit?" "And by the way, where is your DRA kit?" "It's there on the shelf, and count my books if you must. But I'll warn you ahead that they're covered in dust." "I've seen worse," she chuckled as she counted each one. "Nice to meet you, James. Now I've got to run." This person was special. She was clever and kind. I didn't realize it then, but I was lucky to find it. A great mentor and friend, and in tough times, it's true, I would ask myself often, what would Paula Cormier do? Well, from that day forth, I saw Paula helping and guiding anyone needing help teaching reading and writing. Myself included, with written response, for instance. It's tough to get third graders to make an inference. Put my speech on here so I can zoom in and stuff. All right, there we go. Paula helped countless students to read better from every sentence, word, sound, and letter. And if a kid slacked off with one excuse or another, "Don't worry," she'd say, "I'm going to call his mother." I'll help your child read even if it's a pig. Don't worry, folks, I'm Wilson trained. If you'd seen Paula teach reading, you'd think it's a cinch. She could help anyone read. Any Boo, Sneak, or Grinch. Yeah. But as we all know, teaching ain't easy, it's true. But when stuck, we could act. What would Paula do? In New Britain, well, James is inevitable, it would seem. Paula and I would be called to teach steam. Along with the lovely Megan Ray to complete our trio, I was teamed up with two superheroes. Truly I was. We prepared hands-on lessons for every class, even though it was kind of a pain in the ass. We taught really cool units about honeybees, bridges, and the science of wind, and using the hot glue gun, trying not to burn our skin. Every time I go to a new page, that's good. I got it. All right. And then it was time for STEAM Season 2 with Chris and Christine. We had so much fun teaching. We were such a great team. And the makerspace, the classrooms, and outside on the green. And even during COVID, through a computer screen. In life, change happens, hope could diminish or regress. But as the wise Lorax would say, unless. And then Paula's next opportunity would meet her, so she passed the steam torch to Rebecca and Peter. A new phonics program, Foundations, was here. To guide teachers, the right person was needed to steer. With Paula's expertise, the choice was just right. She would be the coach that we needed, a true guiding light. And speaking of guidance, Paula's given so much on coaching and teaching and living and such. But her wise words are what I'll remember most. It's true. And here are my favorites to list a few. Just for you. Say what you mean and mean what you say, because your words carry weight at the end of the day. If you work in education, your days can be rough, and if you're going to make it, you got to be tough. So you got to put on your alligator suit and get to each problem right at the root. If a problem that's not yours rises to the surface, just say it's not my monkey and it's not my circus. When you're told to do something that doesn't fit your plan, you've got to stand up straight and take it like a man. When I was growing up, there were hard times and strife. There was no such thing as anxiety. We called it life. And what would our friend Paula do next, my friends? Well, she would get her favorite job back as her career winded to its end. As a reading teacher once more, joy and fulfillment abound. Isn't it something how life comes back around? Not at homeschool's new building, but at old Pope John Paul. A bummer, but at least it's so close to the mall. And now to Paula's children, I direct this to you. Always listen to your mother because she knows what to do. Take it from me because I was young like you too. Talk to her often and treat her so fine, and I should do a better job with mine. Well, can't forget. One fish, two fish. Red fish, blue fish. Paula's partner Kelly, the cook, can make any dish. Any type of dish that Paula could wish. And Paula, oh, the places you'll go. You can go out and about, or go to and fro. Or you can kick back and put up your feet. Just greet every new day as a glorious treat. Because Paula, my friend, it's time to retire. We wish you the best in all you desire. And after you ride off into the sunset, if we're not asking too much, think of us fondly, and please stay in touch. That was my friend.